Hello and welcome again. I'll just go through the file I created it previously. I'll just make it run. It's just a windmill rotating and it start to catch fire and it fracture here. Fracture and smoke emitted. It's a low res, of course, and with camera animation. Anyway, let's go through the file. So this is my scene. This terrain I downloaded it from FreeScan website, and also the windmill from Free Geometry. So I'll talk about the terrain. This is the rock waterfall object. I downsize it, fill it up, and close all the holes. I've divided it so it's a little bit more smooth, even smoother. I applied the material that came with it. I just removed the reflection and the glossiness and the specularity, and I merge it down below. The windmill, I make it smaller. Here it is, low poly. What group? I deleted all the groups that came with it. I applied the material, very good material, nothing fancy. Now here is the branches. The first small branch is just the cabinet and the stone base, which is not sim. Usually I make it like a static object, but I didn't do. And I make a group for it and merge it down below. Now for the blades itself. So I isolated the blades with the center pole. I recognize this piece by mistake, so I removed it. And here I've lost everything except the central pole, because I want the central pole to rotate and the blades to be constrained to it, so it will inherit the movement inside the simulation. Okay, so I grouped it and transformed it, keep it to the front, because it was intersecting, the blades were intersecting with the cabinet and the base. Then I go to the blades. So this is the blades, and if you notice, the geometry is not good, so I had to work on it for the intersections. Transformed it and did some boolean. I created a tube to represent that one, and I boolean it and make a hole in the middle here. So this is the hole. These are the blades. Now I make them as a group. I'm using the $OS, so whatever I write here, it will be represented there. Rest node, and extruded it so that it will have some volume, and attribute paint. What I painted here is a mask, and I scattered some points, and these are the area I painted, just rough paint, because I want to fracture this area and to concentrate and focus the fracture pieces here more than the others. Then add with the fracture material. So as you can see, these are still remain large pieces, and this one is small pieces, because I want to demolish these. Okay. The way I connected it is I add a volume and I activated the input point. Here I selected all these area and make them inactive and make a constraint. Connect adjacent pieces, and I give them a name and type. Type this one, constraint type, yeah, all or position or rotation. So every all I choose, and I mix it with the RBD constraint itself. So here's the constraint. From the RBD, I added RBD constraint property and make it very strong for the whole pieces. This is, I give it a property of -1, so it's not active. I join them together, the same name, and this is the area. And I included the geometry of the terrain, so the falling pieces will interact and collide with the geometry. And here in the constraint, in the breaking threshold, I choose the blade, and I choose a frame to start the demolition at frame 25, like this. Because I want the fire to follow the destroyed pieces. Just repeat it. As you notice, the constraint disappear and it fall down. Okay. Then I merge everything together. Stay with wireframe. The central pole, I just rotate with this expression, twice the speed of the frame per second. I don't want it to be very fast. The fragmented pieces, they are carrying over some of the velocity, as you can see. So they don't fall directly downward. See, they pick up some of the movement and they go forward. Okay. So this is the file. Now I go to the second file and the Pyro stuff. So here I imported the fan. The way I try to approach it is with the Pyro spread node, because I want to experiment with it. So I'm creating a source point. And here, yeah, I created a box. I scattered some points. I copy these points at the edge of the plate and created hot group, this area. So it's following it. Identify a temperature and a density, and I played with the parameter of the Pyro source of the spread fire, and I animated the cooling, the maximum neighbor, so it will not just burn all the way everywhere very quick. It will start quick, then gradually decrease, so it will not consume the whole place. Rasterizing. I cache it. Let's see if I can. Need a black screen. Then I didn't emit or solve the Pyro solver immediately from it. I scatter point on that volume. So this is the way. These are the fragmented pieces. They fall down. So most of the points are here, and they fall down, and the fire will follow them. So I created a Pyro source, rasterizing. Then the Pyro solver, I disabled it because I cache it here. So I'm solving with size of 2, emission 30 with temperature and expansion. So there is like explosion and fire, and a blade with the shape little bit more. Then I added the Pyro bake volume, and I put it all together in the file. My screen, because of the recording, is not catching up. So this is the video. It can be improved, and many steps can be shortening. But here I noticed the fire is following the smoke, not the smoke following the fire, you know. I wanted to fix it, but I couldn't, I didn't have time. See, smoke, then fire. I want the opposite. I want fire, then smoke. And the pixelation, maybe I need to increase the blur effect. See, the smoke is eating, the fire is eating the smoke. Yeah, I should revisit it and fix it, I think. Anyway, hope you like it. Please leave any comments for ideas to improve on it. Subscribe, please, also. Thank you very much. Bye.